Hello everyone and welcome to me pretty much saying why I haven't uploaded any videos in the past couple days and what's going on and why and all that stuff. I chose to place Spelunky behind this because this is a game that, again, as I mentioned in my talk about Dark Souls 2, is a game that I can reasonably play without, paying full attention to what's going on. I still need to pay attention, but maybe not quite as much as otherwise. Although I will admit that after having most of my game time the past couple days been eaten up by Terraria, the speed at which I'm moving is kind of shocking and a little bit to adjust to. So anyway, if you've followed the channel, you probably realize that I haven't uploaded videos in the past couple days. The main reason for that has been kind of trying to figure out frame rate issues. I'm not sure if I have or anything, but hopefully we can at least get things going a little bit better than they had been for a while there, because it was getting kind of out of control how bad frame rates were getting, which was kind of discouraging me from recording, to be honest with you. Also, there have been a couple things going on that have kind of kept me from feeling completely up to recording the past couple days. Feeling a bit better today, which is why I chose today to do this video. Although I did have a kind of strange moment earlier today, which is why this is on Spelunky instead of me doing an actual video, which is why I'm doing this little talking video instead of a video on something else, because I was thinking of doing like Eldritch or something, assuming I could record it. But yeah, I was trying to lay down and go to sleep last night, and I had a really weird spasm, I guess there's no other way to put it, that seemed to come from my internal organs in my lower back, and that kind of freaked me out, made me paranoid all day, and made me kind of not get a whole lot of sleep, because I could not sleep for a few hours after that. So even though I slept very late in the day, it was not all that much sleep. So a lot of the day I spent kind of sitting back in case anything came of that, in case it happened again. I didn't want to get into anything without knowing for sure whether it was going to be something I could complete or not. I think that makes some level of sense as to why I wouldn't record until now. At this point it's been almost a day since that happened, so I'm hoping that the worst of it that it was just kind of a one-off thing and it's not going to happen again. If it does happen again, that's probably at a point where I'm going to go get looked at or something, because it was not painful, but the weirdest feeling thing I have ever experienced, quite honestly. So yeah, that's what's been going on today and why we're at Spelunky instead of something a little bit different. Let's kill this shopkeeper because I want these bombs and his shotgun. So yeah, at this point I think that video content should be getting back to some semblance of normal. I can't make any guarantees necessarily because something could come up that I don't expect, but oops, hopefully that'll do what I'm hoping it'll do. Excellent. This man is dead. He didn't really have a whole lot going for him, but there is an altar over here, so that's a plus. Oops. Okay. So yeah, we should be getting back to a normal, video a day type schedule here within, if not today, within the next couple days. That'll all be determined based on how I'm feeling, if anything comes of that little spasm moment earlier today, as well as just overall, if my laptop wants to cooperate with me in terms of recording. So, I do apologize for the couple of missed days, especially without Word. In hindsight, I probably should have at least put a video up explaining why I wasn't uploading. But on the bright side, things will hopefully be back to normal here, and no big deal in the long run. For the moment, we are going to be doing our best to take care of this shopkeeper down here. It could be a bit of a problem. We also have that altar up top that I still want to go to, and we have the key, which will be going to the chest right there. Sorry. Lost my train of thought for a moment. That wasn't what I wanted to happen. There we go. Mr. Shopkeeper, you just scared me like none other. The key I can easily get when I come back down here. So not too concerned about that. Rope here. Gonna have to be a little bit quick, especially if I want to search out the damsel before the ghost gets here. Which there are only a couple of places that it could be, quite frankly. This way. Okay, here comes the ghost. You're going to have to make a judgment call. I mean, the damsel's got to be off the bottom over there, so we're going to go for a little bit of riskiness here. I think since the last time I put up a Spelunky video, I've learned that it's actually possible to kill the ghost. For whatever reason, the UFO shots in the ice caves damage the ghost. Obviously for 1 damage each time, much like they do to a human character. And if you hit and it has 9,999 health. I just jumped right on those spikes because I am not used to the controls of this game. But yeah, it has 9,999 health, which is kind of ridiculous. I think I worked it out where even if you hit it like 30 times a second, 30 times a minute, so once every 2 seconds, it would still take probably around like 6 or 7 hours, I think I came out with, of consistently getting them hit like that every 2 seconds of every minute. So, not feasible in the least, especially considering the ghost shoots upwards when it gets hit. But it is definitely something interesting that was discovered. After someone discovered it, they found a way to set its health to 2, so they could demonstrate that when its health reaches 0, it does actually die. But just one of those weird little things that is never going to come up in a normal run of Spelunky. But when you're just messing around to try to break the game, you can. Similarly, I think it was earlier today I saw a video where if you bring a second, and if you're wearing a jetpack and you bring one to the Olmec fight, which is the only way you can carry it as an item instead of picking it up and putting it on, if you carry a jetpack to Olmec, you can actually drain the lava out from under him, which leads to a little second arena. Which if you blow up the bottom of that leads to an abyss that just kind of like glitch ends your game. It doesn't actually, it has like a weird death screen that doesn't actually apply, I think, to anything else. And it is also, the screen just goes black, it cuts out, there's no like death sound or anything. It's kind of weird. So yeah, today's episode I am going to keep a bit on the short side, both because it is late at night, and because, you know, if anything does come up with what was going on earlier, I am going to want to... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. If anything does come up like it did earlier, I would have to stop on a moment's notice, and I don't want to do that while I'm recording. So I think that this will be, you know, probably like this run or next run maybe at most, and then we'll call it quits, depending on how this run goes. Yeah, you know, it'll be a short video, but at least it's something, at least there is some idea why I haven't been uploading now. I must have been hired help in the shop, which is unfortunate, of course, or maybe not so unfortunate, because hired help counts as a damsel for the altar here. So, if we bring hired help to the altar... It's a little bit of a weird way to go about this. Oh god! Oh god, what have I done? Kali, forgive me! Forgive me, Kali! I have killed myself for you! No, I did not actually do that on purpose, but... I just didn't look down because I was afraid of Spider Apocalypse, and... Oh well, one more run here. Yeah, like I mentioned, most of my time that I've spent playing games the past couple days has been in Terraria, which I am very close to transitioning into hard mode in. If I do a video on the game, despite the fact that I know that everyone has seen that game by now pretty much, although it was my first time playing through, not quite my first experience because I've been watching Rockly Smile do his Let's Play of it, but it was my first time playing through the game, or has been my first time playing through the game, I should say, and it's very fun. You know, I've got a little castle in the sky type thing built now, in preparation for hard mode, with one of the few things I do know in advance about hard mode. It's that having a sky city is probably a good idea. But yes, I got that going on, but you know, it's not anything special to look at. It's just wooden house, like a wooden apartment complex type thing, and then my room, which is a wooden room with with a big window and stuff. But you know, it's not very unique. It's not very nice to look at. So I do have that going on in preparation for hard mode. Once I get there, like I said, if I do a video, it's going to be on that, not on regular mode. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video or not just yet. I was going to, and I considered kind of doing a series on it, but I feel like that's something that has been kind of tapped out in terms of people who don't know what they're doing playing that game. And similarly, it's a game that has a much bigger time requirement for, you know, actually accomplishing anything than a game like Spelunky. You know, you can go for a couple hours in Terraria without even building up your house like you want to, and you know, just running out, getting some trees, cutting down some trees, running back, repeat the process over and over. That kind of thing happens quite a bit, so I didn't think that it was necessarily the best suited to a series. It would give me the ability to play off screen more, but at the same time it would also put me in a position where if I were to run across something interesting while I wasn't recording and while I couldn't record, you know, just randomly exploring the world, it would be a situation where, you know, stuff that should be on camera ended up not on camera, and it's just kind of too unpredictable of a game being so exploration based to reliably not run into anything important until you're recording again. You know, I could have done a series where it was, you know, mainly the boss fights, or when I was moving up to a new tier of armor or weapons or whatever, but I don't think that would have been the most interesting thing to do, so I decided that a series was probably not in the best of interests. Now if I do this right, that might work. No. What happened to that second bomb? It just disappeared. Or it blew up at the same time as the first one. Come on, buddy. Jump up here. Come on. Jump high when you're out there, you jerk. That worked out surprisingly well. Could go get the damsel for a bomb, might as well. Oop. Dead body. Could have been dangerous. I don't know if it actually would have hurt me, but it would have definitely knocked me out and took some time away. Regardless, we don't have much going for us on this run, but on the bright side, at least we've got 38 bombs. That's not a bad number. It's not a great number, but it's not a bad number. Other than that, we got, you know, shotgun climbing gloves. Nothing special in terms of items. We do have an altar here. Thank God it didn't fire at Mr. Caveman over here, because I want to sacrifice him alive. Same thing with Mr. Scorpion. Good. Shopkeepers are already mad, not sure why. It wasn't... And there's a gambling hall on this floor. So it wasn't due to hired help, that's for sure. I could try to use the teleport to get that single gem. I would die. I will guarantee that I would die. There's our damsel, which gives us our first full sacrifice worth. Assuming that we place this bomb well. Oops. For a minute there, I thought that you weren't going to show up, Norden. Oh god. What the crap? That might blow up Doggy. Nope. Okay, that works. Oh, I could have gotten up here without a rope. Oh well, single rope being lost won't be the end of the world. Most likely. If it is, I have other problems. Now the problem here is that we have all the both the shopkeepers down here, and no sticky bombs. Well, we got that one pretty easily. Let's go grab this man, run him back up to the top here. Getting spring shoes was actually rather helpful. Made this much easier to get back up here than it would have been otherwise. That's enough for the Kapala, so we don't really have to worry about that other shopkeeper, quite honestly. Let's get up here and go. Into the jungle with the Kapala. Not bad, considering we started that floor having never seen an altar before. Well, obviously having seen altars before, just not on this run. If anybody wants to be pedantic and make that argument, I've already headed it off. Do have this man-eater here. Collecting as much blood as we can, really. Froggy hops over here. Little Froggy gives me blood. We do have another altar here. If the damsel won't require any ropes to bring over there, I probably will bring her. I could bring that caveman, but that's only 1 point. It's not really all that worth the time investment. Current problem is the fact that we don't have paste. That might do it. Yeah. Now I have the perfect angle to shoot the shopkeeper from. Excellent. I'm not going to take Doggy to altar, most likely. Sorry, Doggy. I did not mean for you to die that way. But we'll collect blood from elsewhere. I kind of expected those orange frogs to fall down when I whipped them. So when they stayed on the tree, I kind of panicked. When I say kind of panicked, I mean panic was about all that was going on. There's our vault, but we aren't going to worry about that. Obviously 61,000 by the jungle part 2. Not really a score run in the making. We still won't ignore treasure because it could be good for us, but it's probably not worth it to try to go for vaults and such. There's one thing I have learned more recently in my Spelunky play. Sometimes it's just not worth it. Sometimes it is just not worth trying to go for the big victory in terms of score, when you can instead just go for... Oh, there's one down. This should take care of the second one. Unless he gets a very lucky jump. Come on. Why won't you die? Oh god, that... Oh no, it was the other shopkeeper. I forgot there was a vault on this floor, so I was expecting the music to stop when he died. I haven't heard any sign of blinking for the Jedi, so we should have the black market coming up on the next floor. Hopefully relatively easy to reach, seeing as we don't have paste. Oh god. A little bit more blood out of those guys, and now we start walking through this level, searching for any sign of the black market. Okay, we got a blink, and it's right over here. Excellent. Let's go. Now, of course, the ideal situation is to be able to get to shopkeepers before they're angered. That did not happen. Luckily, the first row just kind of left off into nothingness. And by the nothingness, I mean the level below them. Doggy, stop blocking my bullets! What's going on down here? We had hired help, and we have a cape. I kind of want the cape. I can go about getting that from a better angle that doesn't make me deal with the shopkeepers. This guy is going to be tough, though. Not having pace makes this harder. Oh, we got him on the first try. Of course, when I say something is going to be tough, it happens easily. If we were going for a score on this run, this would be a very, very sweet area. So we're going to want a bomb here and a bomb here. Bomb right about there, bomb right about here. And look at that, a little T made of rubies and sapphires and then turned upside down. So we did get a compass and a cape, two things that are hugely useful on the ice caves here. We are looking for our head statue to where we can sacrifice ourselves. But of course it won't be on the first floor, so we don't have to worry about it yet. That's something for next floor. We will also look for altars, because if we could sacrifice one of the two damsels required for our invigoration ahead of time, that would be a plus. I don't know why I just tried to use my cape like it was a jetpack. You don't... Oh, we do have spike shoes. We did get those. Okay. I'm still shooting. Oh, there's the vault up there. I didn't notice it on the way down, so I'm like, where's that coming from? Okay, so we are on to the second level of the ice caves. Here's where our head statue might appear. So we are going to be ever vigilant for that. In the meantime, we are going to take out everything we can. Oh god, I lost my shotgun. I'm pretty sure that's gone forever now. Ooh, we have an altar. So now we can't sacrifice everything that we need for invigoration, or else we're going to get it right before we die and go back to 4 health anyway. But we can bring this doggy over here, put him on there. That should leave us enough where sacrificing one Yeti won't put us out over the brink. Good. Couple of crates, we got a teleporter. The game really wants me to have a teleporter this run. And a shotgun was what we had, or what we found. And there's our head statue. I can't believe I actually just killed that man. Farewell, cruel world! As I drift back and forth across the abyss. And we got our Hedget. Excellent. If I had been able to, I would have loved to have gotten the ball and chain there and used that to get myself a shotgun into this floor instead of having to wait till the next floor. Dear God, there are a lot of UFOs on this floor. Damsel, you come here. Give me blood. Yeti, you come here. Give me blood. Ooh, there is an altar. Oh. Oh, dear Lord. Now the question is there anywhere safe I can set this damsel? Shopkeeper is finally dead. That's not what I meant. I want you to walk this way. Perfect. So now I have the ability to... I don't think there are any other Yetis around. That we've already seen, at least. So we may have to sacrifice the damsel, or risk not getting our invigoration. Although, we do have enough points where we could kill her, and then sacrifice her, and still get the 8 health. So we did get an extra health out of her anyway. Hired help is just getting, like, whipped on by this Yeti. I probably shouldn't be playing that game. Yeah, let's go. I don't see any shotguns. I could have potentially actually used one of those hired helps to set off the altar. If I had known they were down there, I would have. But shopkeepers get triggered instantly on the ice caves often enough where you can't just reliably say, okay, well they were triggered right away, so it must be hired help. Yeesh. Stop it, Ghost. Not Ghost, UFO. Ghost Killer. These guys should both reach their death pretty soon. We got nothing new except the pitcher's mitt, which isn't exactly an accomplishment to get. I was actually kind of hoping that guy wouldn't jump out of there right away, so I could try to get his shotgun off of him. But whatever, it works. We still have no pace, by the way. That's a real problem. Oh god, I forgot we just got the pitcher's mitt. Haha! So although we're now low on health, which was not a problem moments ago, we do have Anubis killed. We have his scepter. Just need to survive and we can get to the City of Gold. And if we can find a well-placed mummy, we can also just get as much health as we could ever possibly need. Alligator Man, you worry me. I would have loved to get a couple of those crates, but with Alligator Man down there potentially going to telefrag me, not a good decision to go for him. Spectacles. If we didn't have our sacrifices done already, That wouldn't be a horrible decision to go for. Ah. Pick up a little bit more blood from him. I want to make this shot work. That was not quite it. So close. No. Close. There we go. Thwomp is dead. Took way more resources than it should have, but no way I'm going to be able to get that mummy to vomit on me. At least not while I'm still alive. Now I could go for the shopkeeper's shotgun. What are my odds here? Apparently really, really easy. Shotgun gained. City of Gold, here we come. For the fact that I haven't played Spelunky for a couple days, this is a pretty good run going on right now. It could all fall apart on a moment's notice, and I did manage to bomb myself once, but damsel, I'm sorry, I don't feel like carrying you to the exit, so you're gonna give me blood until you die. And that was not quite enough to actually get another health. I am kind of surprised by that. Yeesh. Well, we had it going there for a second. Thank you. Shopkeeper is dead already. There is still a mummy up on that side that I could try to give me health. Toss our shotgun down here for the moment. Thank you for saving my life, Mum. I was gonna say thank you for saving my life, Mummy, and then I started to climb up, forgetting there's a thwomp right there. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said, video uploads will be more consistent again, and I will have some more games I've been meaning to show off coming up as well. Hopefully you guys didn't mind the couple days where things kind of fell apart there, but we'll be back on schedule now. Thank you as always for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.